This is Era Review, where fame meets truth. And today's story isn't about pirates, red carpets, or box office glory. It's about silence. Sudden phone calls that stopped coming. Studio doors that quietly closed. At his peak, Johnny Depp wasn't just an actor, he was Hollywood's most reliable risk-taker. A box office magnet, a brand unto himself. And then almost overnight, the industry that built him stepped back. So what really happened? Why did Hollywood pull its support from one of its biggest stars? And was Johnny Depp abandoned or sacrificed? This is not rumor. This is not fan fiction. This is the rise, the rupture, and the reckoning of Johnny Depp. Before the controversy, Johnny Depp was the exception that proved Hollywood's rule. He didn't look like a traditional leading man. He rejected safe roles. He chose odd characters, strange voices, and dark stories. Yet somehow, against every industry instinct, it worked. From Edward Scissorhands to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Depp built a reputation as a fearless performer, but it was Pirates of the Caribbean that transformed him from cult favorite into global phenomenon. Disney executives initially doubted his performance as Captain Jack Sparrow, calling it too weird, but the audience disagreed. Pirates became a multi-billion-dollar franchise, and Depp became one of the highest-paid actors in the world. For years, Hollywood tolerated his eccentricities because the math worked. But tolerance in Hollywood is conditional. Long before the public fallout, insiders whispered that Depp was becoming difficult. Chronic lateness, missed call times, production delays. Directors and insurers quietly raised concerns. In 2017, Depp sued his former business managers, accusing them of mismanaging his fortune. Court filings revealed he had earned over $650 million but was allegedly spending millions per month. Then came the Rolling Stone profile that changed everything. In a 2018 interview, Depp appeared erratic, emotional, and unfiltered, discussing finances, substance use, and anger. Industry executives didn't see vulnerability, they saw liability. Hollywood runs on one principle above all others: risk management. And Johnny Depp was becoming risky. In 2016, Depp's divorce from actress Amber Heard exploded into the public sphere. Allegations of domestic abuse followed. Heard wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post describing herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse without naming Depp. The implication was enough. In the Post, studios acted fast. Disney quietly dropped Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean. Warner Bros. Asked him to step down from Fantastic Beasts. No courtroom verdict had been reached. No criminal conviction existed. But Hollywood didn't wait. As one former studio executive told The Hollywood Reporter, studios don't decide guilt, they decide exposure.
Quote, "I wasn't aware of that, but it doesn't surprise me," he testified via Variety. 2 years had gone by of constant worldwide talk about me being a wife beater, so I'm sure that Disney was trying to cut ties to be safe. The hashtag #MeToo movement was in full swing at this point.
Depp's name had become radioactive. Hollywood hates one word more than scandal: blacklist. Officially, it doesn't exist. Unofficially, everyone knows it does. After the allegations, Depp's major studio roles vanished. Projects stalled. Insurance companies hesitated to bond films with his name attached. Depp later said in court, "I was boycotted, canceled, cast aside." Whether one calls it blacklisting or brand protection, the effect was the same: silence.
So, the Sunday Times interview with Johnny Depp featured a claim by the 58-year-old actor that he's being boycotted by Hollywood. That's pretty clear to see. Like, it is.
While other accused figures continued working, Depp became an industry example, proof that perception alone could end a career. In 2020, Depp sued the Sun newspaper in the UK for libel after it labeled him a wife beater. The court ruled against him, stating the paper's claims were substantially true. The ruling was devastating. Within days, Warner Bros. Requested Depp's resignation from Fantastic Beasts. He complied. Hollywood interpreted the verdict not as nuance, but as confirmation.
He was fired from Fantastic Beasts. He's not really being hired for anything nowadays, and any of the things that he was being hired for is now essentially being put on the back burner.
Doors didn't just close, they locked. Then something unexpected happened. In 2022, Depp sued Amber Heard for defamation in the United States.
Mr. Depp's claim against Ms. Heard. 1. As to the statement appearing in the online op-ed entitled, "Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change."
Unlike the UK trial, this case was televised raw, chaotic, and unfiltered. For 6 weeks, the public watched testimony, audio recordings, and cross-examinations, and gradually the narrative shifted. When the jury ruled largely in Depp's favor, social media erupted, support flooded in, TikTok clips went viral, public sympathy swung hard.
Mr. Depp's claim against Ms. Heard. 1. As to the statement appearing in the online op-ed entitled, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change.
Johnny Depp didn't just win a case, he won back the audience.
Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes.
But Hollywood didn't rush back. Despite the verdict, major studios remained cautious. Disney made no announcement. Warner Brothers stayed quiet. As Business Insider noted, studios rarely admit they were wrong, especially publicly. Instead, Depp's comeback came from outside the system. Independent films, European productions, a French-language historical drama at Cannes. Applause followed, standing ovations, but still, no blockbuster contracts. The message was clear: redemption doesn't guarantee reinstatement. So why did Johnny Depp truly lose Hollywood's support? It wasn't just allegations, it wasn't just court cases, it was the perfect storm: legal controversy, financial instability, production insurance concerns, substance abuse narratives, and a cultural moment demanding zero tolerance. Careers in Hollywood don't usually end with an announcement, they end with silence. Scripts stop arriving, calls stop returning, meetings quietly disappear from calendars. No blacklist is ever announced. You just wake up one day and realize the system has moved on without you. This story should make people uncomfortable because it shows how fast loyalty disappears when image is threatened, how quickly institutions abandon individuals, and how easily careers can be rewritten, not by courts, but by headlines. Johnny Depp wasn't the first artist Hollywood let go of to protect itself, and he won't be the last, because in this industry, survival doesn't belong to the most talented. It belongs to the least risky. As one industry analyst put it, Depp became a symbol, and symbols are disposable. Hollywood didn't protect him. Hollywood protected itself. Johnny Depp says he doesn't need Hollywood anymore, that he was never chasing acceptance, only expression. But history suggests otherwise. Hollywood has short memory when profits return. The question isn't whether Depp can act, it's whether studios believe the risk has faded. Johnny Depp didn't lose Hollywood overnight. Hollywood let go piece by piece, until silence replaced applause. This isn't just one man's downfall, it's a lesson in power, perception, and how quickly loyalty disappears when the spotlight turns harsh. At Era Review, we don't ask who's perfect, we ask who paid the price. And the biggest question remains, did Johnny Depp lose Hollywood, or did Hollywood lose its nerve? If this story changed how you see fame, justice, or power, subscribe to Era Review, because the truth doesn't trend forever, but we make sure it's remembered.